Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2004, a movie came out called Saw. Did you hear about it? Chances are you have, and not only have you heard about it, you probably saw it. Made for a little over $1 million, it went on to make over $100 million. What I like to call cha-ching money. Not only cha-ching money, but sequel money, as we saw Saw after Saw after Saw, as it basically changed the landscape of films during the Halloween season. Now, some of the movies were significantly better than the others, and some of them, quite frankly, didn't need to be made. But of course, in Hollywood, when something is working well, let's just keep doing it. But one thing that can't be denied was the utter genius of the first film. Written by Lee Whannell, directed by James Wan, who went on to make other great films such as Insidious, the concept behind this movie was brilliant. You have this character, Jigsaw, who is basically dealing with inoperable brain cancer, and he is seeing people taking things in life for granted. And then he's basically showing them why they shouldn't be taking those things for granted in very, very twisted ways by having them go through a variety of different violent games. Now, we saw this, of course, in the first movie all through to Saw 3D, and then we took a bit of a break. Well, guess what? We're back now with Jigsaw. Now, of course, the challenge in this film is, how do you come back to the original glory? We'll get to that in a second. Now, for those of you who have followed the series, I'm going to continue talking, but for those of you who haven't and want to see all the Jigsaw movies, stop watching this now and leave, because I'm going to talk about something that happened in the last films. Have you gone yet? Okay. Now, of course, when we left off with Jigsaw, Jigsaw had died. But now, all of a sudden, these bodies are creeping up all around town, and it seems like Jigsaw's behind them. But how can this be? Jigsaw's dead. But these games completely reek of the Jigsaw type of style. Is this a copycat? What's going on? Well, what's going on is that the producers and writers waited long enough to come back with a decent story that is going to bring the audience in. Like many of the other films, this is filmed in Toronto, and it has a predominantly Canadian cast. But what it also has is a very, very good thrill ride, which is perfectly timed for Halloween. Sorry, Medea, but this is the Halloween movie to see. I was very impressed with this film because not only did it stay true to the original film, but it basically brings you in and you're trying to figure out and piece together the jigsaw puzzle of what is happening in this film. Now, bodies are popping up. We've got the police are trying to figure it out. We've got the coroners who are trying to figure it out and help them out along the way. And one of the wonderful things about these Jigsaw films is it's never really about the cast. It's about the story. It's about the different games that they have to get through to survive. So, is this movie as good as the original? Respectfully, no film in the Saw series will ever be as good as the original, because sometimes the first is just the best, and that's definitely the case in this film. But definitely better than a lot of the other sequels that came along. I know this film is being shown in IMAX. I saw it in a non-IMAX screening. I don't think I was missing out on anything. Again, I think IMAX 3D are formats that for the most part are wasted. But your time will not be wasted by seeing this movie. Very entertaining, very strong, not ruining anything for you. Go check it out. Great Halloween movie, great date movie, great movie to entertain. But of course, if you're a little of the weak of heart and you don't like the blood and that, definitely skip this. Not for you. I give this movie a B. I enjoyed it. If you have a chance to see Jigsaw, I would love to know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.